Hello class, and welcome to Art Mood, your home for online art tools. I'm your host, Mr. Sad. It is good to see you again. So, if you were with me last time, we learned about different lines and different shapes that a famous artist, Kandinsky, used in his painting. And what we're going to do is we're going to use what we learned last time about Kandinsky to draw and paint our own Kandinsky paintings today. So what we'll do today is we'll make something that looks like this. This is a Kandinsky painting that I've already made. Notice that it has lots of colors and lines on there. And I'll walk you through this step by step on how to do it today. But I hope that you will do this from home and you will be able to create your own by following some simple instructions, right? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch over to another video to where I am going to show you a couple things to help get us started. All right, so I hope you are ready. You will need some tools today, and I will show you that when we flip over. So let's begin. You will need some paper, obviously. You will also need a black marker to make some drawings with some lines. You will need some watercolor paints, and these are paints that just need water added to it and to paint on the paper. And that is it. If you do not have watercolor paints, you can use crayons or colored pencils, but I think that using paints like Kandinsky did makes it look a lot more coming together. So right now you should see a picture of one of Kandinsky's works popping up right now as I'm kind of getting ready. And I want to ask, what are some things that you notice? What do you see? Well, things that we definitely see on this is we've seen lots of lines, especially some we've been learning about. I see some curvy lines, some straight lines, wavy and zigzag. So that's the first thing we are going to do when we draw where we do our Kandinsky painting. You're going to take that black marker and draw some lines. Now you don't have to use a marker, but you need to make sure that these lines are dark so that you can see it at the end. And make sure to mix it up. Use a lot of different lines. Don't scribble though. That is my one big rule about this. I know you guys like drawing lines, but do not scribble because I didn't see a lot of scribbling in Kandinsky's work. Moving on from that, I want you to also notice in Kandinsky's work, he did a lot of shapes. I see some triangles, some circles, and some squares in his, but I would like you to add some shapes that you know about. You can add circles, squares, whatever you want to, and make them a few different sizes. Right here, I was making some circles and some triangles, and maybe I'll put in a little square or something in there. See if you notice where that square is towards the end. So after you've done your lines and your squares and your shapes, things like that, what I would like you to do is get out those paints. Now, when we're adding color, and we look at Kandinsky's painting, you will see that a lot of the colors kind of look see-through. Do you notice that? It's like you're looking at a blue color, then it kind of gets a little bit lighter. Yeah, another word for see-through is transparent, and watercolors have that effect on paper. When you put watercolors on paper, it looks like you can see kind of through it. So that's why I said that using watercolor paints is kind of nice. So let's get out our watercolor paints. What you will need to do is, again, get your cup of water, your paintbrush, put that paintbrush in the water, and then the water on the paint. It will make it turn into a liquid. And then you can start painting on your page. And that's it. That's all you have to do. So get out those watercolor paints, add some colors, and then I'll come back to you in just a second. Alrighty, that's it. Again, here's mine. Hopefully you had fun with this painting today. I would enjoy seeing what you guys were able to do. So send me a pic to my email address. But I want to remind you that today we looked at Kandinsky's watercolor paintings to make our own. We also saw some lines and shapes that we are familiar with, right? And we added color to bring it all back together. We also learned what translucent means, right? It's something that kind of looks see-through. And we were able to add that to some of our paintings. So hopefully you were able to do that. Now, on your next video, you will learn about artist statements, and that's where an artist talks about what they were painting. So you will need this painting, the one we just did today, your Kandinsky painting. You will need that in order to work on it. So make sure to bring that. But that's it for this episode today. So I'll see you next time. And always remember, you're only one idea away from being in an art mood. So have fun. Take care. Hope you enjoyed today.